Ever had your salsa turn out watery, chunky, or just meh, even with the freshest ingredients? What if I told you the secret isn't just the recipe, but the blender you use? Today, I'm on a mission to help you achieve the most delicious restaurant-quality salsa at home by finding the best blender for the job. I'll be breaking down my top 5 picks for blenders built to take your salsa game up a notch. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which blender is right for you, whether you're an amateur salsa maker or a kitchen pro. Number 5. Hamilton Beach Power Elite Wave Action Blender. Let's kick things off with a budget-friendly contender, the Hamilton Beach Power Elite Wave Action Blender. The 700-watt motor is surprisingly robust for an entry-level model, packing enough power to handle most basic blending jobs. The first thing you notice is the unique wave action system, designed to continuously pull your salsa ingredients down into the blades. It did a good job blending softer veggies and pureeing tomatoes for smooth salsa. While testing, I did notice that the 40-ounce glass jar is heavier than many plastic alternatives, which can make pouring a little tricky, especially when it's full. The glass jar, however, does have real advantages. It doesn't stain or hold on to food odors, and it feels much sturdier than your average plastic pitcher. The Ice Saber stainless steel blades impressed in early tests, decently crushing ice and frozen veggies, though it definitely had to work harder with larger, tougher chunks. If you're blending a big family batch, the jar size may feel cramped, so you might be making salsa in 2 goes. One thing I liked was the simplicity of the 5-button control panel, with 12 blending functions suited for everything from pulsing onions to smoothies. The dishwasher-safe components also took the hassle out of cleanup, which is a real plus on busy weeknights. Still, noise was an issue. The motor was definitely louder than expected, and while it didn't overheat, it sometimes took extra time to process chunkier salsa or larger pieces of produce. Number 4. Bella 10-Speed Countertop Blender. Sliding in at number 4 is the Bella 10-Speed Countertop Blender, a compact option that really stands out for its space-saving design. Honest first impressions. That flip-and-store mechanism is a game-changer for small kitchens. After blending, just invert the jar onto the base and it takes up half the space of a full-sized blender. This makes it perfect if you're short on counter real estate, or if you want a blender you can tuck away out of sight. With a 450-watt motor, the Bella can blend up soft tomatoes, onions, and peppers pretty well, producing classic, chunkier salsas and even a few quick smoothies. The 10 speeds, controlled by a simple dial, let you tweak the texture of your salsa with a bit more precision than expected at this price. The dishwasher-safe 48-ounce jar is generous for everyday tasks. Cleanup couldn't be easier. Still, the stainless steel blades, while sharp, felt a touch lightweight, especially when faced with denser ingredients or larger batches. Where the Bella starts to slip is in the details. I noticed some inconsistencies. Sometimes, bits of onion or garlic lingered unblended at the bottom of the jar, and it occasionally struggled to create that smooth texture some salsa fans crave. Vibration is also a mild issue. On higher speeds, the motor's buzz transfers to the counter, and you need to keep a steady hand on the base to keep it in place. The control buttons require a firm press, which isn't ideal if you're in a rush. 3. Nutribullet NBF50500. In third place is the Nutribullet NBF50500, a full-size powerhouse that bridges the gap between affordable and professional. The 1200-watt motor is the star here. There's serious strength under the hood, and blending even dense, tough salsa ingredients felt effortless. I found it pulverized seeds, nuts, and veggies with consistent smoothness. Making roasted salsa, pico de gallo, or even hot sauce in the 64-ounce pitcher was a joy, thanks to its well-engineered blades and high-speed extraction technology. This Nutribullet offers 3 precision speeds and a pulse function, so you have plenty of control over the end result. Whether you want your salsa chunky or restaurant smooth, it's easy to dial it in. The combination of suction cup feet and a vented, dishwasher-safe pitcher makes everything from setup to cleanup a breeze. It's also one of the quieter, high-powered blenders I've tried, which is a real blessing for early morning breakfast preppers. While testing, I was able to blend both hot and cold ingredients for salsas, soups, and sauces, something cheaper blenders just can't manage. The only downsides? There's a smell of a new motor during the first couple of uses, which goes away quickly, and you'll need to add some liquid before blending to keep the motor happy, according to the manual. Also, a few users have mentioned a dip in performance after extended heavy use, but I didn't notice it within my testing window. Number 2. ASTRALSHIP ASH01S. Runner-up goes to the feature-packed ASTRALSHIP ASH01S, which feels like it was built for bold salsa makers. With a robust 1200-watt motor, this blender didn't flinch when confronted with piles of thick-cut tomatoes, jalapenos, and garlic. The huge 59-ounce glass jar means you can whip up family-sized servings with ease, and its heating function opens up a world of hot salsas and soups, as well as smoothies and nut milks. What's immediately apparent is the variety of preset programs, 14 in total, covering everything from salsas and soups to nut butters and even tea. The touch control panel is intuitive and easy to clean, while the auto clean feature honestly makes post-party cleanup as simple as pouring in some water and pressing a button. I loved the keep warm function, maintaining salsas or dips at perfect serving temperature without overcooking them. Blade performance is stellar, delivering thick or smooth salsa in record time, and I noticed it excelled even when I pushed it with frozen ingredients. The timer options and quiet operation for such a powerful unit were pleasant surprises. One thing to note, the glass jar does get hot with extended use on hot functions, so a little caution is needed when handling after making soup or heated dips. Another convenient feature is the detailed user manual, which walks through each function, and trust me, I tried a lot of them. 1. Ninja CB350EU. Finally, the top spot goes to the Ninja CB350EU, a true all-rounder that excels far beyond salsa. Right away, the 1200-watt motor and sharp multi-level blade assembly promise performance and absolutely deliver. Whether you want chunky fresh salsa, silky smooth restaurant-style blends, or even hummus and smoothie bowls, this Ninja tackled it all without breaking a sweat. The 3-in-1 functionality is what truly sets it apart. You get a classic pitcher, a personal cup for single servings, and a food processor bowl for chopping and dough. This means you can prep onions, pulse jalapenos, and even mix dough for homemade tortillas, all with the same machine. The variable speed settings and automated programs give you the flexibility needed for precise results, and the suction feet kept the unit rock steady even during heavy blending. I was especially impressed with the Ninja's ice crushing ability, a necessity for some salsa recipes and summer drinks. It made quick work of both ice and frozen fruit, and the powerful motor handled even tougher blending tasks. The pitcher and attachments are easy to clean, and I loved the included recipe book, which inspired fresh salsa ideas throughout my testing. The only quibble? The lid spout is a little less comfortable than some, but it's a tiny trade-off for the sheer quality and performance on offer. Final thought. That's all for today, folks.